Greetings everyone. Today we'll discuss about communicable diseases. We'll discuss it as per the D-Pharm syllabus of HECP or Health Education and Community Pharmacy. So many communicable diseases are there. We have already discussed about the respiratory infections. Intestinal infection is another type of communicable diseases. So there are 6 diseases in your syllabus, that is poliomyelitis, hepatitis, cholera, typhoid, food poisoning and hookworm infections. We will discuss causative agents, mode of transmission and prevention of the diseases. So first we will discuss about the poliomyelitis. Poliomyelitis or infantile paralysis is an acute viral infection. It mainly occurs to the children below 5 years of age. Children of both the sexes are usually affected. Causative organism of poliomyelitis is a filterable virus which has 3 serotypes: type 1, type 2 and type 3. Type 1 is more infectious than other type of polioviruses. Symptom of the polio. Polio symptoms initially, after the infection, initially what happens? There are fever, sore throat, headache, stiffness of the neck, etc. Initially, when the polio infection occurs, these type of symptoms are observed in the patient. It persists for 2 to 3 days. This period is called pre-paralytic stage. Pre-paralytic stage. There is a spelling mistake. In paralytic stage, what happens? Paralysis of limbs occurs. Initially, it leads to foot drop mainly. So what happens? When polio infection occurs, initially there is mild fever, there is sore throat, headache, stiffness of, so those things happens. This is called pre-paralytic stage, first stage of polio. Then after some time what happens? In various degree, dropped limbs, the limbs do not respond properly and paralysis like symptom appears. Mainly lower limbs are mainly affected. Transmission, it is transmitted, it is a waterborne disease. It is transmitted through water. Poliovirus come out with the stool and it mix with the water and go to the river or pond, or when it mix with the water source, and when that water is consumed by a fresh person or fresh child, then what will happen? Infection will occur to him. So that is the fecal, the stool, and from stool to water, water to mouth. This way the infection occurs. Incubation period is 7 to 21 days and it may prolong up to 35 days. However, the deformities or paralytic symptom may persist for lifetime. Prevention. Polio vaccine prevention is easy nowadays because lot of vaccines are available. One is Salk vaccine and Sabine vaccines. These two type of vaccines are used. Salk vaccine is a killed vaccine which can be administered through injection. That is, it is IPV. Sabine vaccine is a live vaccine which may be given through the oral route. So it is called OPV, injectable polio vaccine and oral polio vaccines. Now, Government of India has initiated Pulse Polio Immunization Program. Under this program, oral vaccine is administered to all the children up to age of 5 twice a year. Every year up to 5 years of age, every year twice it is given the Pulse Polio Vaccination Program of Government of India. So this is the prevention procedure, that is the vaccination. Only and most effective procedure, that is the vaccination. Second thing, if polio happens, that patient must be isolated to prevent further spread of infection. Urine, feces and other excreta should be disposed carefully. And things must be sterilized before those things which you are disposing, that must be disposed properly. Source of infection must be detected. From where the child got the infection, that must be detected, and water purifier may be used. Mother of the child must maintain hygiene and should wash her hand before feeding the child. So this is the polio. Now hepatitis, the second type of communicable disease. The hepatitis is the communicable disease of liver. That is, the infection occurs in the liver. Though infection enter into the body's various route, but infection ultimately occurs to the liver. There are many types of hepatitis: hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and hepatitis non-A, non-B. Hepatitis A is also known as infectious hepatitis. It is caused by hepatitis A virus or HAV. It mainly occurs to the children, and adults may also be affected. The symptoms include chill, fever, headache, weakness and jaundice. Jaundice means, that is, amount of bile salts or bile pigment increases in the body. In the blood also bile pigment amount increases. It is a self-limiting disease. That is, they become like the infection, gradually the disease goes away, and the recovery may occur within few weeks. But in this period, precautions must be taken. It is contaminated through water. That is the mode of infection. It is waterborne disease, as I told you, contaminated through water, food, milk, etc. However, homosexuality can also cause the transmission. Another type of hepatitis is hepatitis B. The hepatitis B is also known as serum hepatitis. It is caused by hepatitis B virus. Hepatitis B is more harmful than hepatitis A. It is more lethal than hepatitis A. Hepatitis B infection can cause death, or it may cause liver cancer in later stage of life after recovery. Hepatitis B virus is mode of transmission is transmitted through blood transfusion, where there is fluid contact. That is the blood transfusion. Injectable needles, that is, needle, if it is infected with someone use that needle, and another person, if they take that needle, then infection may be transmitted. Tattooing, for tattooing needles are used. Again, this is actually kind of use of needles. So tattooing, for tattooing needles are used. From that needle, infection may. It is also transmitted through placenta from mother to child. If mother is infected, child is also likely to be infected. Unprotected sexual activity also cause transmission of hepatitis B virus. So how to prevent it? Screening of blood for hepatitis B virus infection is required before blood transfusion. Proper sterilization of needle and surgical instrument must be done. Immunization with hepatitis B vaccine can prevent hepatitis B infection. Hepatitis B vaccine nowadays is taken by lot of people to prevent themselves from getting hepatitis B, and it is very much effective. Hepatitis D, hepatitis B also called delta hepatitis. Hepatitis B infection always occurs along with hepatitis B infection. Transmission and prevent and control similar as hepatitis B. Hepatitis non-A and non-B. This type of hepatitis is caused by infectious agent which are not hepatitis A or which are not hepatitis B. This type of hepatitis may be prevented by drinking safe water and proper disposal of sewage. Cholera. Cholera is another type of enteric disease. Cholera is an infectious disease of intestinal tract. That is the enteric disease. Okay, it is caused by bacteria called Vibrio cholerae. Symptom of cholera include diarrhea or loose motion with rice water stool, vomiting, dehydration, muscle cramp, and suppression of urine. During cholera, mild fever may also be observed. It is an epidemic disease, that means it is spread very fast. It occurs in autumn and summer. Mode of transmission, it is transmitted through contaminated water, contaminated food, milk products, drinks, etc. It is also carried mechanically by flies. Incubation period is generally for 5 days. Cholera prevention and control. This disease must be detected early by examination of stool. The microorganism is present in the stool, that must be detected. And the stool also has a characteristic, that is the stool become greenish, like green chutney. This type of stool occurs. The local authority must be informed about the infection to prevent further spread of the infection. Patient must be isolated for at least for 5 days. Patient must be treated with antibiotic like tetracycline. Along with that, rehydration therapy with ORS must be given. So, disease must be detected by early examination of stool. As I told you, these 2 points we have already discussed. Up to here. Along with rehydration therapy, with this is also discussed. We already have discussed. Stool, clothes, bedding, room, utensils, etc. must be disinfected properly. Fly control measures must be taken. Vaccination of the people during the fair or festival, etc. the people must be temporarily vaccinated. Cholera vaccine is not effective for very long period of time. So now, as I told you, ORS must be given to the cholera patient. As the cholera diarrhea is involved, two types of ORS are there. One is bicarbonate ORS and another is citrate ORS. Bicarbonate, what is the difference? Only in the composition. Consists of sodium chloride, sodium bicarbonate, Potassium chloride, glucose in potable water. Drinking water, that is the potable water. Citrate ORS consists of sodium chloride, trisodium citrate, dihydrate, potassium chloride, glucose in potable water. So this is the ORS, composition of ORS. So cholera, so ORS must be given. That is the following type of ORS are there. So this is all about the communicable these three communicable diseases. I thank you for watching.